Klopp is now pushing for Liverpool to sign an explosive, young midfielder who plays just like Alonso. Despite signing 4 new midfielders this summer, the Reds are still on the lookout for a midfielder. Fluminense Andre looks set to be the frontrunner to add to that package, but he's not the only name mentioned. Yesterday, Sky Sports reporter Florian Plettenberg shared a new name that Liverpool fans should watch out for. Liverpool and especially Jürgen Klopp are following the development of Alexander-Arnold. The versatile 17-year-old midfielder from Schalke has a 2024 release clause. Clubs from abroad have to pay around €20 million. Besides Liverpool, more clubs from England are interested. Everton and Brighton are among those following him, says the German journalist. As the preparations for the January transfer window start to gain momentum, very interesting news is coming in. We imagine that Alexander-Arnold is a new name for almost every Liverpool fan. Therefore, it would be good to know a little bit about the player. The German league's official website describes the 17-year-old as a midfielder with explosive pace. While pace is perhaps a trait you wouldn't associate with former Red Xabi Alonso, that hasn't stopped the Bundesliga official site from comparing Alexander-Arnold to the legendary Spaniard. They claim that the youngster has the ability to dig deep and build attacks just like Alonso. At 1.80 meters tall, the youngster already has an incredible physical presence, which will no doubt attract the attention of many scouts. Although he currently plays for Schalke, who are currently struggling at the bottom of Bundesliga 2, Alexander-Arnold seems destined for a higher level. So he may not be a household name yet. But it's safe to say that this young man will be very soon. With the talent Alexander-Arnold has, he could be a real bargain for Liverpool. It looks like they will have to act quickly before another team snaps him up. Liverpool want to sign the star of the last Serie A champions Napoli. Liverpool are suddenly interested in signing Napoli striker Victor Osimhen in 2024. The Nigerian is one of the best strikers in world football. He is the main reason why Napoli won the Scudetto last season, but there is a good chance he will leave Napoli in one of the next 2 transfer windows. Italian sources claim that Liverpool want him. No one would have thought that Victor Osimhen would be among the players that fans expect Liverpool to be interested in. The 24-year-old powerhouse has been in the news a lot lately. Napoli's ridiculous social media activity has angered the Nigerian so much that his agent has threatened legal action against the club. Osimhen has continued to play for Napoli despite all this, but everyone expects him to leave in 2024. Italian journalist Walter Di Maggio has revealed that Liverpool are very interested in Osimhen. Liverpool are certain to make a big signing next year if Mohamed Salah leaves the club. The Egyptian is a top target for clubs in the Saudi Professional League, and it is almost guaranteed that they will come back with a big offer to sign him next summer. The director of the Saudi Arabian League recently announced that there will be attempts next summer and that they would like to see Salah in the league. With Salah entering his final year, Liverpool are also expected to welcome a big money offer. It is said that the figures being discussed for Salah could be £150 million and more. Jürgen Klopp will have a lot of money to spend, and that's a lot of money to ease his hand in the market. It might be wise to swap Napoli's £150 million Osimhen for Salah. Walter Di Maggio said live on air, "There is a very, very big interest from Liverpool for Victor Osimhen. It remains to be seen whether the Reds will pressure Osimhen's agent not to renew his contract. It certainly looks like the Reds will have to spend big to fill Salah's void. Osimhen could make his mark in the Premier League, given his age and the success he has achieved. Under Klopp's tutelage, he could excel in the Champions League and the Premier League." Liverpool are facing the same Trent Alexander-Arnold problem again with the new Jürgen Klopp factor. There are many question marks over Jürgen Klopp's team selection for the upcoming Merseyside derby. A combination of injuries and players returning from international duty means that the Liverpool manager may only have a very rough sketch of his starting 11 for Saturday at this point. Andy Robertson is unlikely to be involved, although the situation will become a little clearer after the pre-match press conference. Diogo Jota will be able to return from suspension, but the same cannot be said for Curtis Jones. We will also have to wait to see if Cody Gakpo recovers from the injury he suffered against Tottenham. With Sean Dyche's Everton guaranteed to play with a low block and force the Reds to break down, it will be imperative that Klopp's most creative players are at their best. The absence of players like Robertson will undoubtedly be sorely felt. One player who should contribute in this regard is Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the data suggests that the assists master has been below par in the 2023-2024 season. In the 2-2 draw with Brighton, the England international failed to create any chances in the 80 minutes he was on the pitch. This is not unprecedented, but of the 173 games in which he has played more than 79 minutes, there have only been 21 league games in which he has played at least that long and not recorded a key pass. However, Alexander-Arnold also had no shot on target at the Amex, and his long spells without a goal attempt or a chance created is a sample of just 9 games. Another example came at Chelsea in the opening fixture of the season. This is the first time since the 2017-2018 season that this has happened twice in 6 league games. These may be extreme examples, but the data from Understat underlines the point. Alexander-Arnold's key pass rate per 90 minutes is lower than it has been in any of the last 4 seasons, and you can add another season to find the last time his expected assist rate was worse. Alexander-Arnold has failed to create any chances in open play in 3 of his 5 league appearances this season, and the 5 assists he has collected are worth just 0.34 expected assists in total. It's interesting to see that his last 6-game streak of such a low total ended in October last year, with other streaks occurring in the same month in 2018 and as far back as the 9th game in 2020-2021. Perhaps of greater concern is whether the much-vaunted tactical shift that sees Liverpool's right-back return to midfield when in possession is having a negative impact. The Leeds and Southampton games have been the 2 most creative of Alexander-Arnold's Premier League career, at least in terms of expected assists in open play. Against Nottingham Forest and Leicester, however, he couldn't do anything, so it was boom or bust. It doesn't matter how talented the 25-year-old is, he needs to get used to the new system. The Reds could certainly benefit from some creative consistency, especially as they struggle with injuries and suspensions. At this point, any analysis for 2023-2024 is largely asterisked. When Alexander-Arnold returned from a 4-match injury layoff, he was on the bench in North London as part of a 9-man Liverpool squad. But while the Reds' misfortune may have played a part in his numbers, it's fair to be concerned. Klopp needs his creative ace back, and the visit of Everton could be the perfect time for him to re-emerge.